Okay, so to refute her claim that the NSA is invasive, she said that I didn't say that they were invasive. That's not the case. I said that they have the power to be invasive because so that they can analyze the potential threats. They are invasive because they have to be. In an Urban Institute research article by Nancy G. Levige in April 2013, they showed that their surveillance has reduced crimes and also reduced the cost. It's in Chicago, for example, it saved the city over $4 for every dollar spent on the technology, while Baltimore yielded a 50-cent return on the dollar as well for the cost saved associated with crimes and domestic terrorism. So that shows that there is a need for this invasiveness, and for the fact that Snowden, a former NSA agent who had all the powers that he is revealing to the people, he said that the government can target everyone, maybe not every single person, but if they get a personal email, he said that they could use it to go to a judge or any individual like that. But do they use this information for that? They have the power for this, but there are certain checks and balances that help prevent any of this corruption from the NSA to happen. For example, the State Secrets Act's Protection Act gives us a way to limit the government. The proposed bipartisan State Secret Protection Act establishes balanced procedures for how the executive branch can invoke the privilege of to invade privacy, limiting the government's ability to evade legal accountability. It would still allow the government to block disclosure of information that endangers national security, but with a narrower scope and a more transparent process, much like the one she already wanted from her proposed policy. The State Secret Protection Act already gives us a narrow scope of what she wanted on domestic and foreign surveillance. She also wanted a more transparent process, and this already does that. This was proposed in 2012, and it's already instated. For other claims that she made, she said that that sometimes they target the wrong people. That's only inevitable with these type of surveillance issues and terrorist threats. You only need to investigate every potential threat there is. If leaves no stone unturned, right? If you are fighting crime, you want to be able to fight crime before it happens and prevent any crime, but also because of this, it helps track down any already crimes that have already been made by terrorists, for example. The usefulness of surveillance technology in preventing and solving crimes depends on the resources put into it. Our evaluation of 3 cities found that the most effective systems are monitored by trained staff that the government have instituted. So they have cameras to detect crimes in process and integrate technology to enforce the law and to track down these criminals. And so sometimes they track down the wrong people, but if they haven't done anything wrong, then they're not going to be punished for being tracked down. They're just going to be figuring out, oh, if this is a criminal? No, then they can move on and solve the crime elsewhere. That concludes my refutation to her claims.